multiple helicopters overhead now. Everybody keeping an eye on it. Officers still arriving here, but we can see kids still at play on this campus. That suspect still on the loose.
Which is why there is such a heightened sense of urgency now. This person who was driving so erratically, possibly wanted for reckless driving and DUI, ended this chase on a school campus and is possibly somewhere on the school campus where students were visibly scared and shaken once they realized that this person, who is obviously wanted by police, has made it onto their campus. And now there are police officers on the scene of this school, Enterprise Middle School in Compton, now on the search for the person who took that U-Haul on a crazy, very dangerous ride through the streets of Compton.
So we've got a lot of authorities on the scene right now setting up a perimeter. We could see K-9 officers going in searching for this guy. I'm assuming that they could get a scent from the guy from the U-Haul, and then now they're going through and trying to see where this guy's hiding out. We know that he ran somewhere onto the school ground or maybe into one of those buildings. We saw the students kind of scatter and then run like crazy, and you also saw law enforcement running too, trying to find this guy. But right now, we don't know where he is. He was wanted for reckless driving, possible DUI, in a U-Haul with Arizona license plates. Again, this started in Compton. Stu, do you have any more information as far as more units coming to the scene here?
Well, you know, right now I can tell you law enforcement, they're catching their breath, and they're actually coming up with a plan. They're talking about locking down the campus, like completely locking it down right now. They feel that that person that ran, this is where that U-Haul ended up, right behind that tree, and this person made that entryway into the school over that fence. We saw students that were in this area milling about, running almost like seconds after that person jumped over the fence. Not clear if they saw something. Maybe that person had a weapon. Who knows? But the students that were there obviously very shooken by what they were seeing. Some kids running. They believe that this person, the suspect, has not left the campus. There's some talk about a nursery nearby, but right now officers are starting to, their plan seems to be to lock down this campus. And they believe that that suspect's still here. There's been talk, they're just describing it as the long buildings, the last place they've seen them. There's a lot of long buildings out here, and there's a couple of them with awnings. At one point we saw that California Highway Patrol officer run into that area. He's still there, weapon out, but not sure if he saw somebody or perhaps he was just running thinking that was the direction that person ran. He might have hunkered down in any of these bungalows. Right now, it's going to be a search. And of course, there are students still here this afternoon at Enterprise Middle School out in the Compton area.
Stu, have you been able to see what law enforcement is doing? Are they fanning out all over campus? That was the last picture I saw of some of the LAPD officers fanning out. Do they have the dogs with them? What are they using right now to try to root this guy out from the middle school?
Well, they definitely have the dog out there, and of course they're going to have to get that dog. He's going to need a scent, obviously, to figure out where this person went. They're probably going to have to bring him back or that dog back to that vehicle that the suspect jumped out of. Right now, law enforcement, we're hearing they're down there. I have yet to see them actually walking around. Occasionally we'll see an officer, a law enforcement officer. There's a couple of them right there. They have them in custody somewhere. We're going to find them right now.
Okay, Stu, while you're monitoring the situation there, we're going to wait and see what they do bring out. But I'm really curious to find out what it was, if anything, that this driver of this U-Haul set down after getting out of the truck and jumping over the fence at the school. Perhaps we can go back to that in the meantime. LAPD officers are found out all over the campus of Enterprise Middle School trying to take this guy into custody after he bailed from that U-Haul truck, wanted for reckless driving and a possible DUI, and scaled a fence to get onto the campus of Enterprise Middle School.
And the video that you're looking at on the right side of your screen, that's when the U-Haul truck, the driver got out, jumped onto these school grounds, and you could see a bit earlier there that the students who were in the immediate area immediately started running away from this guy, and then you could see there was a CHP officer, I believe, also running to try to track him down, but they have not been able to find him as far as we know. Let's check in with Stu Mundel to see have you heard any radio traffic? Have they found him?
There's no doubt about it. They have this guy in custody. We just heard it. They gave it that same description. And once again, the long building is where they have him in custody. He's on the campus, Enterprise Middle School campus. I heard him say that, and he's in custody. We heard that as a fact. We're trying to find it ourselves. We're getting help, thank goodness, from the sheriff's helicopter. He was very vocal with us just moments ago. But the only description he could give it as the long building on the campus. So we're taking a look. We're going to see if we can. Big building, 2 trees.
Well, Stu is trying to get an exact location of where they've taken this man into custody. He's trying to listen to the air traffic, the police scanner traffic, and us at the same time. So while he's doing that, trying to find out where they've taken this man into custody, just a brief recap of what's going on here. CHP was following a man who was driving recklessly, possibly under the influence, in a U-Haul. That driver was erratic through the streets of Compton, driving on the wrong side of the road. A bunch of narrow misses with a bus, several cars, and quite urgent the situation. Going high rates of speed in a big truck like that could cause a lot of damage. The driver bailed out near Enterprise Middle School, scaled a fence, and got onto the campus. And this is where we are right now, where LAPD apparently has this man in custody after using one of the canines on campus to sniff this guy out.
And we're still trying to find out where he is. Stu Mundel in Sky 9 trying to track him down. We can tell you that the school is on lockdown. But the good news is that they do have the suspect in custody. We're just trying to locate him right now. But what a frightening scene it was to see him run into the school and then just to see those students scattering like that. School is out right now at Enterprise Middle School, but as you know, with many schools, a lot of kids will stay after to do homework or to play or after school programs until they're picked up by their parents or until they go home. But Stu, what are we looking at here?
Everybody's trying to help us out, and we appreciate all the help we're trying to get. We're getting this afternoon. Unfortunately, we might be on the wrong side of this one. He is definitely underneath that awning right there. We do know that they are walking him out right now, and we'll see if he pops out here just in a moment or two. But we understand in custody. They took him down underneath that large tree we just saw moments ago. But deputies out here and California Highway Patrol working together this afternoon to bring this dangerous suspect into custody here on the campus. There were children out here at the time the takedown was happening, but right now we do know that one person in custody, and that is the only suspect they're looking for. Apparently it came to an end underneath that tree right there that we see in the center of the screen. We're still waiting to see if we can get a good shot of that suspect being walked out, but one person in custody this afternoon after a crazy pursuit coming to an end.
Yeah, very quick work actually by the CHP and sheriff's deputies in getting this guy into custody. It could have been a long, drawn-out, scary afternoon for those students there on school. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more coverage of this breaking news of a suspect who bailed out at a school, an elementary school in Compton.
Driving a motorcycle can be a passion, a joy, or a necessity. But some people on the road are often oblivious to the rights of motorcycle riders and cause serious accidents. Our firm has successfully resolved hundreds of motorcycle accident cases, including some with multi-million-dollar results. If there's no recovery, there is no fee, guaranteed.
The Dominguez Firm. Justice for the injured. FreeConsultation.com.
Diamonds at their lowest price in years. Half-carat solitaires are now $3.99, 1 carat $7.90, 2 carat $9.50 per carat, plus 1 carat studs $3.99. Insane prices on thousands of GIA diamonds and designer rings. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
Hello, I'm Mike Mundel, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
Call or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code and save over 50% with Mike's 4-pack. You'll get 2 MyPillow Premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. It's one of his best.
Yes, sir, Paul. What's up? All right, copy. We're going to be able to roll tape because he's going to be in the police car or the highway patrol vehicle. All right, cool. He popped back out. Compton. Enterprise Middle School, Compton, off of Wadsworth. So this is Avalon and Wadsworth.